Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra. Thanks so much for joining me today. We are going to look at my November goals for 2025. You guys, it is getting closer to that time when we will be starting prep work for 2026. So if you want to do that, I will be planning my content for December probably soon, only because I usually do a month ahead. So right now, we're sitting at October 14th. All my content is planned for November, but I will be planning on filming the 2026 prep work soon, and those videos will probably be posting in December, but I'm going to be working on that in the next couple of weeks. So let's go to November. Please remember, if you are interested in getting power sheets, I am an affiliate, so I do have my link down below if you are interested. When I do my own power sheets for the month, I usually always come to the calendar first. I think I discussed this in every single video. I put in all of my appointments and dates, and yes, it feels a little repetitive because I'm doing this in my planner as well, but you'll see here that I don't decorate. I've highlighted my husband's his days off work, and actually this might change anyway. And then I've put in all my appointments and anything that I need to remember. Sometimes I even put in like pay days, budget days, and garbage days, but I didn't do that here. So just the birthdays and appointments and stuff like that. No school. Technically, there's a fall break after Remembrance Day, but it doesn't really matter right now because my kids are not in school because of the teacher strike. So then we come over to the monthly reset page. I felt like this was a little redundant, and I just didn't feel like writing everything out again, so I crossed it out. Important things to do. So this is where I'll write like things I don't want to forget. So my property tax payment, budget weekly. So I'm thinking of bringing back budget videos. I'm just a little leery about it because I did get harassing comments at one point, so I have to be careful. Like, it's easy enough to delete the comments and to block the people, but once you start getting those comments, it's sometimes like anything online, it's just, you try to keep it respectful and polite, right? Like, that's what a normal person would do, and it's the mean ones that aren't very nice who leave nasty comments. So I'm going to have a conversation with my husband about it. So planner setups are a little bit different this year, I guess. Kind of like the transition between like the end of October and then into November, because I'm going to be changing my TN just for the week of Halloween, and then I'm going to change it back after. So normally like Halloween falls on the Friday, so that Friday normally I would change it to a new planner, but I'll probably wait till like the Saturday or the Sunday to change my planner because I want it to be a certain color for Halloween. And then I've got like the dates where I want to switch. And then I've got goals to make progress on. So a big one for me is to always get the house clean before Christmas. So I'll be doing that. I really want to focus on organizing my photos. So like if that's the one thing I do in November, that would be great. I'm going to clean up my computer. I've got digital files I actually wanted to tidy up. So I'm going to add that on here. Digital files. You can either tell I was in a rush when I wrote this one, or I just wanted to get it done quickly. So along with the photos, I'm going to do that with the frames. I'm also going to organize, like I haven't ordered my kids' school photos yet, so I'm going to order those today, and then I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put my daughter, because right now I've got my son and my Christmas picture. So I think it's going to be my son and my daughter's school picture, and then I got to figure out where to put my Christmas picture. I'm going to change my photos, my walls, and then organize my photos on my computer, and then clean up the digital files as well. Okay, and then I'm going to start thinking about planner setups for 2026. So not just planner setups, but also my my prep work for 2026 too. Okay, things on my minds. Payments, December schedule, what do I want to do? So this is a big one. Part of me was thinking, when it comes to December, I always do Planmas, and I have actually, I think it was the last 2 years, I've been tackling Vlogmas as well. So what I'll do is I'll film every day, and then I'll post a weekly end video. And you know what? It's kind of fun because I get to see my kids, right? Like I could go back and watch those videos, and then I'll have all these memories, or my kids will have the memories from me. And it's kind of fun because, like the only way that I normally like take memories is just by taking pictures. And usually, and like I do take a lot of pictures, but the videos are nice, and then they go up on YouTube, and then you don't have to worry about storage. I don't know. It's kind of nice to have that memory thing. And I do want to do Planmas, but at the same time, like the editing for all of that takes so long. And I really wanted to just relax this season. So I was thinking, like, starting November 1st, the Hallmark movies start coming on. And I don't watch TV. Like, I never watch TV except while we're eating dinner. We'll catch like 20 minutes of TV. I'd rather read a book than watch TV. But part of me wants to just like take a lazy break, like in November, December, and not take a break completely, like not do anything, but to maybe sit and watch a movie, like, 2 or 3 movies a week. Like that's like not the best goal to have, I guess, because it's like you don't want to just sit, because the more sitting you do, the more hard it is on your body. But I was like, it would be nice to relax, because I'm usually go, 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 like all the time. Like I'm the one who does everything. I clean the house, I organize things, I do this, I do that. And I would like to take it easy and just like chill, like not do anything. But it would be pointless if I like had my laptop and then put my headphones on and then sat in front of the TV and edited my video while I was trying to watch a movie. So I don't want to be doing that either. Yeah, so I have to figure that out. But that is one of the things, watching, like starting, I think they come on November 1st, watching Hallmark movies. So maybe I'll make another poll on my channel whether I do Planmas or Vlogmas. And I was also thinking of doing something different. I'm going to show you guys here. I am kind of missing, like this is going to sound crazy. Okay, so I was watching Cindy Gunter-Baldo last night, some of her older videos. And I don't know if you guys know who she is, but Cindy is a lady that suffers from, like she had kidney disease all her life. She was born with it. And she had like cystic, I don't remember, like she gets cysts that grow in her kidneys. And it was inherited from her dad. And she had a kidney replacement, a kidney surgery. She had a kidney donor surgery. But it was like already a year ago, and I haven't seen anything on YouTube about it at all. Like I don't know where she is, how she's doing. She hasn't made any new videos, and I'm kind of worried. Like I'm like, oh, where is she? So she's actually one of the first people who got me into Powersheets. I'm not sure if I've ever said that on my channel. And she's also a design artist, or used to be, for Christiane Design Stickers. So Christiane Design Stickers used to be sold in Michael's, but you can go to their website. I think it's Kirsten. I'll show you guys some examples. So this is a binder that I got from her, Christiane Designs. I ordered this online. If you spend $100, you get a free binder. But Cindy used to letter. I'm trying to find an example here. So I think this is Cindy's lettering right here. She would letter for Kristen and Damien. Damien's her husband. Like this one right here, that is Cindy. And so I was like all into watching her videos like a long time ago, because she was like kind of like what I was doing at the time. Like I used the Erin Condren after my Happy Planner. I started getting into Erin Condren, and I really admired the way Cindy did her planner. She usually used an Erin Condren horizontal. That was her favorite at the time, along with the bullet journal. So she would do these things called rando doodles, and the other one was the llama letters, like lettering every damn day. And so she would do new lettering in her bullet journal, and she would do doodle a day. And so she had all these ideas. She did it for a couple of years, I think. And like you basically take the idea. So say we're doing October. I couldn't find a November one, but this is already from 2021. You cut these out, and the first one, so October 1st, you draw a pumpkin. And like you can draw a border or whatever, but you draw a pumpkin and then you outline it. And then the next day you draw a spider. And then you've got this scene of all of these like cool pictures. And like one year I did this was back when I was bullet journaling. I did it with the different types of flowers. So I just went online and found different flowers myself and did it my own. But you could use hers because she has lots of different ideas. I think I've done SpongeBob. I've done The Simpsons. But you could do anything. Like you could also do like all of the cartoons. Like you could do, oh my goodness, like not the Care Bears because they're all the same, but like maybe if you go back in the day and do like Rainbow Bright, like wouldn't that be fun? So anyway, so she has some cartoons like that, and I followed along with a couple of her drawings already back when I used to bullet journal. But I used to actually, when I went to my Franklin planner, I kept a bullet journal for a whole year, which was just my health stuff. And now I put all of my health stuff in my TN. It makes sense because then I can bring it with me. I was thinking I could use a notebook from Planner Perfect for this type of thing. I could use it for lettering, or I could also use one of my field books. Doesn't even matter. And I could still stick it in my TN somehow. So I don't know. It was just an idea. I'm kind of craving that simplicity that my bullet journal gave me. Like at the end, the bullet journal didn't, because I was also trying to do, like bring back my work stuff in there and make it so it would encompass my work too. And then it started getting complicated. And then that's when, like, when I did like the really artsy designs, it started taking like 4 hours. And it's not that, like, that's not why I quit. It was mostly because my other business stuff in life just got too busy. And so I couldn't spend those hours, those 4 hours on designs anymore. I had to use that time on my business because, you know, like there's a lot of like back end work, like the editing takes a long time for videos. The thumbnails take a long time. The, like even emails, like sending emails takes forever. Applying for things, like doing things, like all the paperwork, all the things that people don't normally see, that stuff takes forever when you have your own business. It's not just the face of the business, like, oh, she draws for a living, or she paints for a living, or she sells pictures, or whatever that you do, right? Like, there's so much back end work unless you have somebody helping you, which I don't. That stuff takes a long time, and I do a lot of tracking, and I needed different pages. I needed different pages for my business. So I ended up going to a Franklin planner and then a separate business planner on top of that, even because I realized I just didn't have the room. And so, yeah, but part of me is craving that simplicity again. I don't even decorate my daily pages, my Franklin, so you think it would be simple enough. And my Franklin planner is, and I love my Franklin planner, don't get me wrong. But I do kind of want just something where I can start being artistic again, like doing the drawing stuff or doing the hand lettering. I think that would be really, really fun. So I'm going to add that back. I'm going to add it back because that's where my artistic, kind of like when I've read The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and I just kind of realized, like, I don't give myself an artist date. I don't do fun, random things. I'm always doing artsy things for work, but I'm not like doing it for fun. And so this is going to be like my way to kind of bring back that creative part of me because I really miss doing that. Okay, guys, so the last page here, I jotted out some notes on the break it down page. I just forgot to highlight. I'm going to do pink this time. Okay, so I've got tidy projects. So I'm hopefully, we'll get some of these things done. I was actually really good like a couple days before Thanksgiving. I really went to town. So my Thanksgiving here in Canada, obviously, October 13th. We just had our dinner yesterday. And the couple of days leading up to that, I did so well. Like I did so many things. I cleaned my vehicle. Like I did the bathrooms. Like I just went to town and I organized my kids' clothes. Just did a whole bunch of things on my list. And it made me feel good. But today and yesterday, I realized that I was kind of burned out because I also cooked all of the dinner. My husband did the dishes, thank goodness. But like cooking for people is hard, right? Like for a lot of people. And we ended up not even having that many people because we were planning on having like 15 and then nobody came. So it was funny. But I've got tidy projects, family fun. So in November, like it snows usually the end of October. So hopefully we'll at least be able to go swimming, maybe do some sledding. House clean, I've got that on here. Personal and professional development. I also have those things. Health, I want to start kind of focusing on, and reading. So I think my goal, I'm done The Secret Life of Nicholas Flamel. Can't remember the artist's name, but there's 6 books in total. I'm waiting for the last book to come today. It's called The Enchantress. So once I'm done that series, it's actually a really good series, by the way. And sorry for the coughing. That's my daughter. She's upstairs. She was not feeling too good. I want to start in The Little House on the Prairie and then do Anne of Green Gables because I haven't read those in forever. And then we finally get to my tending list. So my encouraging word, my word of the month is relax. I want to take it easy. I don't want to be pushing myself. I want to enjoy the holiday, clean the house. Like that's not enjoying my holiday, but like having the clean house is, right? Like I like being in my clean house. And priority is family. So I want to spend more time with my family and my kids. And then we've got my monthly action items. So I've got my October month end. I've got my December budget, my December content plan. I've got my December goals I have to plan. And then Franklin TN setups, book and reading goal, and then commonplace notes. And then I also might put on there hand lettering and doodle practice. I'm going to call it the Rando Doodle Challenge. Okay, so then the weekly action items, I've got budget pay bills, planning meal plan, reading, personal professional development, clean organized house, and then weekend reset. So that's just like, doing the laundry, making sure the house is clean. Do the kids have all their homework done? Doing also my reviews, like that's a big thing, getting the grocery shopping done. Everything that's going to set us up for success into the new week. Okay, and then the daily action items, these are super simple. I do expenses every day if I've spent anything or if anyone spent anything. Water intake, my physio, 10-minute tidy, reading, morning pages and scripting, and school for my kids. And that's all I track. But I do appreciate having morning pages and attending lists because when you check into your goals every single day, you are holding yourself more accountable. The other thing too is that when you see them every day, you are being reminded like, hey, I have to do these things. The third thing I want to point out is that attending list is meant to break up your goals so they're so small and minute that you have no excuse not to do them. So like, for example, I wanted to do, see, this is the other thing I wanted to do and I didn't put it on here. Photo organize, right? That's my big thing for the month. So when I say photo organize, that encompasses a big part of it. So I want to change my photos out on my wall, but those tasks, like I don't have that broken down here. Like here, for example, this would be like a break it down page. I could put it under tidy projects. So one would be like pick photos. Then another one would be like print at Walmart. And then this one would be switch out. So like there's all these steps, and like picking photos isn't even just as easy as picking photos. I have to look at my frame because some of them are landscape and some of them are tall, right? So then I have to count how many landscape, how many square ones I can have. So square means it could be like landscape or tall. And then I've got like 2 photo frames that are like that, and they have all different sizes of pictures. So when I'm going through my pictures on my computer, I have to pick pictures that will fit in that spot. So I need to be like really intentional with that. So anyway, so that's how I would use that. But I can't believe I forgot that because that was one of my biggest goals for November. But I do want to relax. That is like the main thing for this month. I want to take it easy, especially before Christmas. So I'm also going to be, I'm going to be buying Christmas presents. I'm going to get a couple each week. So I don't want to be leaving that all last minute. So there we go. So my kids are waking up, you guys, so I'm going to have to go. But thank you for sticking around and listening to my rants and all of that. But I hope you got some good stuff out of this video, and I hope I gave you some good ideas. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new, please subscribe and click on the bell button. And I will see you guys for December goals. We'll see you soon. Bye.